What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. I know everyone is having a legendary day. Hold on. We got some new drops for y'all. That's why we're a little late, because I was making this.
Bang, bang, Niner game. Bang, bang, Niner game. Bang.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Faithful, I love y'all. Let's get this dub tonight.
And the last one.
If you see this face, that means it's Dope City. On to the next. If you see this face, that means.
Oh, yeah, baby. Feels legendary. Jason and I are going to break down the game. Feels a little weird since he did the reaction video. We got him chilling in the green room. We're going to get cracking. But before we do that, as always, y'all already know, we got to pay some bills.
Today's episode is sponsored by Power Brand Systems. Need help getting new customers for your business? Let Power Brand Systems help you grow with their powerful tools. Visit powerbrandsystems.com/Niner Faithful Radio for more info. If you like our content and would like to support the show, consider leaving us a tip in our tip jar at ninerfaithfulradio.us/tip jar. Join our exclusive membership community, where you get exclusive NFR content not available anywhere else. Join our exclusive chat, 20% off of all non-sale For the Faithful by the Faithful gear, and much more. Visit portal.ninerfaithfulradio.us/login to join.
For the Faithful by the Faithful Season 4 apparel is finally here. To see this year's designs and also save 20% off of Season 1 through 3 designs, go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/shop.
Tune in for Madden Stream Wednesday as we stream this week's game on Madden 25. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, faithful of all ages, let's get the show cracking.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful, brought to you by Power Brand Systems.
What's cracking, Jason? How you doing, bro?
Aloha faithful. How's it going, my man?
Hey, you know, I'm legendary, baby. It's Victory Tuesday. Victory Tuesday.
It's still weird when it's on
for real.
Tuesday.
I feel so weird, bro. Like I'm sitting there looking at my Victory Monday T-shirt and everything like that. I'm like, feels a little late.
Yeah.
Feels like I should have packed this in the bag at the stadium bag yesterday. And just as soon as we won, put it on
right afterwards.
For real. Now, like for real, I want to. I'm excited. You know, it felt great. If y'all can't tell, obviously your boy was screaming at the game last night. You know, I was doing my Aaron. But you know, I heard some people. You know, people started Niners to the Bowl chant and everything like that. I'm like, all right, bro, let's calm down. It's week one, so I guess if I could take any overarching thought from yesterday's game, it's the Niners are good at football. Right. Let's see this in December. You know, that 2-game stretch where we go to play Buffalo and Green Bay on the road. You know, let's go see that after a couple weeks of hitting the pads and the bumps and bruises start to add up.
I mean, one of the good things is that you look at it, this was supposed to be, at least from the defensive side of the ball, this is predicted to be easily a top 5 defense. Because, I mean, they were number 3 this year, or last year. There was, honestly, they kind of improved. If one thing, I think the most important thing we learned from this is that they really need Hassan Reddick. You know what I mean?
They don't.
They
really
should
need
probably
Hassan
pay
Reddick.
him. But, I mean, if this defense – I said 35 to 21. I was pretty damn close on my my prediction with a 32-19. But yeah, so if we're putting up this many points, and it almost seemed we could have easily put up more points.
There was so much.
Easily could have scored at least 2 more touchdowns. Obviously, there was a drop in the end zone by BA. We could have easily gone for it on 4th and 1. You know what I mean? So there's another possible 2 touchdowns. You're talking about putting up fucking 40 points on these guys.
You know, the first note on our little side thing on today's show thing is the slow start by the offense. Honestly, if you were to ask me an overall grade, you know, I know we don't officially do grading on the show, but if you ask me, hey, T, just the top of your head, I'm actually rewatching the game. That's one of the things I was doing before the show. If you ask me the overall grade on the offense, I would say B-, C+.
C+, B-, yeah, something like that. That says they still scored 32 points. That says something right there.
I mean, look, and this is like I always feel weird when it's week one because here we are reviewing the game and everything like that, but it's week one. You know, for week one, I mean, Trent Williams still good at football. You know, I didn't know 2 things I learned from yesterday as far as Trent Williams. Trent Williams is still good at football. I don't know what that shit was at the Super Bowl. And number 2, apparently it's possible for your tongue to cramp. I did not know that. I did not know that it was possible. Yeah, that's why he went to the locker room and got IVs.
I just figured dehydrate. I haven't heard this whole tongue thing.
Apparently, it was actually his press conference I was listening to before the show started. So I haven't gotten all the way through it. I don't know if this was in the locker room or where he was on the podium, but apparently, he had talked about getting his tongue getting cramps. And that's why he went missed that drive and went into the locker room. Yeah, that was a little weird when I heard that. I was like, I didn't even know that's possible.
I mean, a tongue. The more I think about it, I'm just imagining my tongue be like, like in the back of my throat.
Could you imagine just like, Coach, my tongue cramps, Coach.
Hey, you get your tongue out, you're like, you massage your muscle, you're like, it just gets dumber and worse in my head the longer.
I know. Like, bro, trust me, we would be so booted off.
You start choking on it because it like goes to the back of your throat.
Oh, it gets all swollen and shit. Oh, God, that was crazy. Fucking Trent Williams. Like, Father Time can't beat names, but fucking apparently tongue cramps can.
Man dies of asphyxiation by swollen tongue cramp.
God, I would just like I would quit.
Oh shit! I'm gonna
I'm
start
like, we're
crying
cursed.
soon.
If we had our left tackle, right, like the strongest, probably one of the strongest men in the NFL, die on the sideline. What, 8 days? What's up, Mr. Teresa? 8 days after our rookie wide receiver gets shot in the chest and doesn't die, I'm like, bro, we're cursed. Like that's it. Like we're cursed, bro. Like I don't know.
Like at that point, I'm like, you know what? I don't believe in God and that whole thing.
I
But
know,
I think
right?
I need to go to church on that point. Like, you know what?
For real, like that's a sign.
Anyways,
no,
I'm gonna have to read up on that later.
Yeah, that's what I had heard on the post game. I don't know exactly. I'll finish listening to the pressers and stuff like that after I make dinner, and smoke my after show cigarette and everything like that. But yeah, offensively, I thought there was you know what matter that I thought offensively, I thought there was definitely some left on the board. There were what I don't want to say the word consent. What's up, Miss Teresa? I don't want to say the word concerned because it's week 1, and I think these things will work themselves out. But what concerned me the most was the struggle between, those first couple drives was the struggle with Debo and getting Debo the ball. That's kind of what had me a little like, bruh, because Debo had a monster camp.
Struggle though. It wasn't really a struggle. I mean, we were going to him. It just wasn't hooking up. But when we got the ball to him, which obviously, we did get, after, like you said, the slow start, it's, it's just a little rust. But there's nothing, that's stuff, these guys didn't have a whole lot of time in the preseason together.
Yeah.
So, a slow start, yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily be concerned. It just seemed like a few plays where, I want to say it was on the second drive where Brock forced one in there. Where is that really, really tight window? And it's like, dude, you probably shouldn't have thrown that. Or maybe if you'd thrown it out a few more feet in front of him and led him to the ball. But I don't see that necessarily as a concern. I just thought that was just, short. Ayuk, he had a bad game.
Miss Teresa, if you ask me game-wise, yeah, BA, look, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that. We paid you $30 million because let's be real, he ain't making $30 million this year. We paid you $30 million. Catch the damn ball. I don't want to be that guy. Because let's be real, is a dropped end zone pass in a 32-19, basically 32 to 13 minus a garbage time touchdown. Is that catch going to matter? No. Is BA going to make it week 16? Is BA going to make that catch? Yes. But I think that what we saw more from this is that, yeah, training camp matters. And as we're going into an offseason where not only do you got Brock coming into free agency, I would hope we would be able to at least sign Charvarius Ward or Demo. Huff, who mysteriously his knee's a lot better after that performance by George Odom, because let's not be real, that wasn't the greatest performance by George Odom. Kittlecorn did his thing. But when we have so many free agencies, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't want one single person signing a contract August 28th or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want anybody, but at the same time, it's like you can, like with Ayuk, you can't really blame that on the 49ers.
No. I take none of this.
And he even said, "My bad. I kind of made it. I made it worse than it really should have been, honestly." And you can't really blame the 49ers for the Trent one. They didn't see that coming, and that just kind of came out of nowhere. So these people, because as you saw, everybody, they blame nothing but the 49ers and the organization for everything. If there's an earthquake and the stadium falls in half, they're going to blame the organization for it.
Yeah,
And it's just, but
Jed
it's
was
like,
cheap, and
exactly. You know, it's just like, but then there's times where it's just like, look, you can't blame everything on them. They tried to get stuff done before. These guys didn't want to do it. What more can you do? You know,
especially with the
Darwin
BA
in the
one.
house. What's up, my
cracking,
brother?
Darwin?
Thank you for showing up.
If you're to believe the Mike Glazer report or Jay Glazer report, which Kyle did confirm some of it to be true. Basically, BA was getting traded to the Steelers.
Yeah, he was
And
basically on a plane from what I saw today.
Basically, he was getting traded to the Steelers, came in early in the morning, had about a two-hour meeting with Kyle. Kyle ran upstairs, to basically, basically make sure that he wasn't traded and to put the kibosh and say, hey, told Pittsburgh, hey, we'll call you right back. And BA signed his contract because apparently, basically, Kyle said, look, you're either getting traded to Pittsburgh or you're signing this contract today. Like,
no,
what's
with
going
that
on?
one, I haven't heard. Was that a scheduled thing for BA? Like, did Kyle tell him to come in and talk to me, or did he just randomly show up?
Apparently, BA on his own accord showed up to Kyle's office to speak with Kyle. Which to me, see, I was never. We're starting to learn new information. I wasn't privy to the fact that, like, I basically thought he wasn't going to go to Pittsburgh. Whatever.
Well,
Whatever.
yeah, that's. I mean, we'll get to that part a little bit later.
Yeah, but so whatever between. Look, I'm willing to look at this two different ways. Before the Niners ultimately put the deal he ended up signing on the table, I think you could probably say both sides were at fault.
Yeah.
Once the contract was on the table and it's essentially, hey, this is our final offer, and BA ends up signing it 2 weeks later. Yeah, that's on BA, bro. That's on you, brother. That's on you. And that's why I think people have a legit argument on this whole offseason with him and everything like that is, look, bro, whatever during, hold in, all that shit, the contract was on the table, whether you want to believe August 10th, August 12th, whatever it was. It's your fault that you did not sign that and at least get more than 4 practices in with the team.
Yeah. And as someone who's played football, I know, just like you have, 4 practices ain't going to do shit for you, man. I don't give a damn who you are. You know what I mean? It's just, you can be running 15 miles a day, lifting weights for 10 hours. Ain't nothing. It's going to take a little more than 4 practices to get you back into football shape. Tyreek really didn't want to leave, but he was trying to get every dollar. Well, Tyreek's also got 97 kids to feed, so Tyreek has more of a reason to try and
look. And ultimately, you can make an argument on, did the Niners make the right move by signing BA? Look what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs let Tyreek walk. And everything like that. We'll get into that into the future and everything like that. But offensively, I don't want to get too far into it and everything we'll do the MVPs later and everything like that. But CMC who, Jason?
Who?
Yeah. So Mr. JB,
kind of like the New Day. Who?
Fucking owls in here. It's like we've been saying all camp. I was telling people all camp, like, look, how much was Elijah really injured, or was it just basically a look, dude? This is clearly going to be, But Elijah Mitchell does not go on IR if JP Mason doesn't show what he did.
Nope.
And you know what I got to say? About fucking time. Man's had an average of, I found this out yesterday, it's 5.6 carry throughout his career. Mind you, not that many touches, but I think he was at 5.3 yesterday after 28.
Impressive.
Fucking A. And,
the most
I heard
carries in a Shanahan offense ever.
I was going to say that. I mean, like, what made me most excited and why I think we can take away some things and get some high expectations from this game is this looked like a lot like the Niners we know. This looked like the team that's been to 2 Super Bowls and four out of the last 5 NFC Championship games.
There was not a beat that was skipped.
No. And honestly, the game went a lot like I expected. Sure, my score prediction was wrong and everything like that, but I said, look, I thought the takeover was going to happen more in the second half. I could see it being, a 10-7 ball game going into halftime, instead of 16-7. I could definitely see it being, 13-7 or whatever like that. But I don't know what it was. I don't know if Kyle said it just took those opening 2 drives for Kyle to say, like, okay, they legitly are going to shut down our receivers or make it more difficult, to make this a truly throwing game. And they just started getting back to Niner football and just fucking running their ball down their throat. Poor Javon. Look, Javon made one play. I will say he blew the fuck out of Jake Brendel.
Even Solomon Thomas made a good play at one point.
Yeah. To the point where I was just like, bruh, like, man, Zach Frazier, like, look, love Ricky, gangsta and all that, but man, Zach Frazier would look real nice about right now, brother. There was a couple. The offensive line is clearly, besides Dominic Pooney, who I said, like, look, I challenged him.
Plus.
I challenged him. I said, okay, Dom, okay, Pooney, we saw it in the preseason. You're going up against Quentin Williams. Let's be real. The only reason that Quentin Williams isn't a Niner is because the Cardinals didn't take Nick Bosa. If the Cardinals took Nick Bosa number 1 overall, Quentin Williams would be a Niner.
Honestly, I would have been happy with that. I would have been just as happy with that pick.
Truly, look, I know Kim's, if she's not watching now, she's going to put this in the comments. I didn't want Nick Bosa. I wanted Quentin Williams. I did. I'll admit that. I did not want Nick Bosa. I wanted Quentin Williams just because I believe nobody could live up to the hype. They were. Let's be real. What's up, McNiner? I got you. New and improved.
What's up, McNiner?
Same old sorry ass man. So long.
We got the little audio out of there, the little music out of there too, and everything. It's really cool. Like FL Studio has this thing now where you can separate the stems, like so you could bring. If you have a song, for example, if you have a song, you can separate the bass, you can separate the guitar, you can separate the drums, you can separate just the vocals and stuff. So it makes making this clips a lot easier. So there are a couple I'm going to redo over the next couple weeks, but yeah. Brock, I thought Brock was tossing some dime. Like that throw to BA, that's a little elite quarterback throw, bro.
That was probably the best throw he had of the day. And he gets dropped. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I mean, just the placement on that, the timing, and everything was just no one else is going to catch that ball. It was put perfectly out in front of BA, hit him dead smack in the hands, just straight dropped it. But I'm not going to say, like you had said earlier, I'm not going to get on BA for that. BA is going to catch that 90 out of 100 times. I'm not going to get on him because of one drop to week 1. I mean, I've seen the people get on him about it, but I'm like, you know what? Out of 100 times, he catches that 90. So I'm not worried about the 1.
That's people having a very singular mindset instead of the overall picture. And the overall,
emotional.
Yeah. And that's fine. Look, trust me, y'all, nobody can get more emotional during a game than my ass, bruh. You don't know how many times I call people all sorts of dirty names. You know what I'm saying? And people I love. You don't know how many bitch ass me, Levi was cracking, but so offensively, B-, C+, but you know what? If the Niners could go up against that defense, who yet again, if I'm a Jets fan, remove yourself from week 1, look at the bigger picture. You just went against the number 1 offense in the NFL last year, and look, I ain't gonna lie, The Jets fans were feeling them. When they found out CMC was out, bro, they were feeling them. They thought they were.
Oh, they got all sorts of brave and bold all of a sudden.
Bro, you don't know how many Jets, Jets. I got yesterday with people flying around like, oh, bro, you don't even know. Like, pretty much the whole walk out of the stadium. We were just
say this: the Jets are the little brother in New York.
Sucks. What's up, bro? My bad.
The Jets are the little brother in New York.
Yes.
But their fan base, I think I have more respect for the Jets fan base than I do the Giants. Just because the Jets ain't won nothing in fucking since Joe Namath.
Yeah, literally, at least 1969.
At least the Giants have got quite a few Super Bowls they can hang their hat on, but the Jets ain't got nothing yet. They still show up pretty damn strong.
To put it in a Bay Area term, or at least a term us faithful can have, I look at Giants fans like us. The Giants, they're like us compared to the Raiders. The Niners were the winning franchise. We were the ones with the Super Bowls. We were the one with the superstar players and everything like that. And the Raiders were pretty much garbage minus 1970, which, let's be real, 3 Super Bowls, but let's be real. A lot of their most legendary games were losses to the Steelers.
Yep.
If you really think about it, a lot of the 1976 AFC Championship game, y'all lost to the Raiders or the Steelers.
I'm still here.
So I felt I'll get, bro. So that's how. Look, mad respect. I wouldn't say there were a lot of Jets fans, but there were more than I expected just because, of the fly out all the way to the West Coast. Monday night, it wasn't like hey, we could spend the weekend in San Francisco, type of.
Well, this is their year. They got a healthy A-Rod back. Their defense was going to be top 5 again. Thinking. Yep. So I get it. Now it's like, oh yeah, this is going to be our year.
I mean, how funny really would it be if it really was? And another thing before we move on to the defense, or I guess to start the defense. Damn, bro, Aaron Rodgers looks old.
He does.
Like face-wise. I'm not talking about his player, whatever. I'm just talking about just strictly him.
No, I think he looks old as a player too. But yes, face-wise, he definitely looks old.
And I was just like, bro, to think that man's only a couple of years older than me.
Right.
Like,
3 years younger than me.
I want to say 2005 was probably the year I really started to pay attention to the draft. I didn't have the first pick. So 2005 was probably about the first time I really started watching the draft and everything like that. I always kind of knew who we drafted type of thing. I remember Miss Teresa shared it in the group yesterday, the famous Aaron Rodgers, not as disappointed as the 49ers are going to be that they didn't take me.
Yep.
Looking at him. And I'll say this about Aaron is, what was he supposed to say? Like, I understand people, the mature thing would have been said, like, look, I grew up a 49ers fan. I'm heartbroken, or I'm disappointed that I won't live my lifelong dream to be to be the quarterback that succeeds Steve Young, and hopefully bring 6 to the Niners. But I'm excited for my opportunity to play for the Green Bay and learn under Brett Favre. Yeah, that's the mature whatever conversation. But you know what? Like, think about it. Your whole life, you have dreamed about one thing, and that's playing quarterback for the Niners. And
you just said everything else that, if me or you had been drafted with the Seahawks, that's the same thing we would have been thinking about the Niners. You know what I mean? Well, it's just true. Like, hey, you know what? Screw you guys. You guys had a chance to take me. I'm the best damn,
Especially when you consider, that's kind of Aaron Rodgers' personality, bruh. He's not Mr. Like, if you put Alex Smith in that same situation, Alex would have totally been the one of, hey, I'm super disappointed. I grew up wanting to play quarterback for the Niners, but I'm excited for my opportunity in Green Bay. Like, that's the Alex Smith answer, So I think it's so funny because if you look at their, those two, that's exactly how their personalities are, how they handle those two situations. how are you feeling about the defense? Because I don't want to come out here and make some big proclamation and all that, because it is week one. The Jets offense is still a little but that was some impressive run defense.
I was going to say, I love the new interior, the way that the interior moves.
Yes.
They just seem to be able to hold it. Malik Collins is just a whole another man up in the. He's just a whole man up in the middle, breaking double teams all night long. It's almost like he should have been the big name player, not Javon Hargraves. Javon Hargraves. It's like he was making the plays we expected Hargraves to make.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's up, media? How's it going, my brother? But yeah, he's a whole man up in the middle. Just like I said, I love the way I just see him. They're constantly double teaming him. He's breaking, getting between them, or at the very least, he's holding both of them there so that everybody else has only got one man on him. So I'm loving watching him play more and more.
The thing I love most is if you look at the one sack that we got, it's basically every Niner fan's wet dream. Nick Bosa pressured Aaron Rodgers, and let's be real, if he wasn't getting fucking chokehold, I mean, I don't know how this is not holding Jason. Like, I don't.
I believe in the WWE that was the sleeper hold.
Sleeper hold,
basically.
Hey.
I mean, that's what it's.
But look, at this point, we've been doing this since the man's drafted. It is what it is, bro. They're just not going to call Nick holding on Nick Bosa. Like. We just need
the office for the man.
We just need to accept that as a fan base. It'll be very therapeutic once we accept that. But what made me more excited about that was we saw exactly what we were all hoping when we signed Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd was right there to clean it up. Bada boom, bada bing. I mean, almost every key to victory was followed. Key number 1, stop Breece Hall. Check. Right? He had
40 yards until the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was check. Matchup of the game, Charvarius Ward / other DBs against Garrett Wilson, check.
I saw the passing chart for that. Mm-hmm. He only went to Charvarius Ward's side twice. The entire game, he only went at him twice. He was just like, nope, I'm just not throwing it this way.
I mean, party at Charvarius Ward's house in free agency next year. And
look, the rest of the fellas came through. They held it down.
I mean, it's week one, but as far as let's be real, it had the potential to look a little NFC championship game-ish in the run game. Right? Yeah. Like if Breece Hall would have came in and rushed for 200 yards, would that have really surprised you?
No. Well,
no.
No, yeah. Because we didn't know
it would have
with the run defense.
I'd have been pissed. I'd have been cussing. I'd have been screaming. There would have already been fired. Nick Sorensen, all that shit would have already happened. But it would have not surprised me. So, for week one, and not trying to get overhyped and everything like that, I thought Nick Sorensen was A++, bro. It's the one drive, Green Bay had that one drive, clearly made some adjustments, and they didn't do shit the rest of the game. Not do shit.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me we made defensive adjustments before halftime?
I know, Jason.
I don't.
Foreign concept,
what is this bullshit?
I mean,
what is this madness we're talking about?
Well, fucking A. I mean, we
made adjustments on the fly? What in the hell?
Like,
what this is a future. We're in the future.
We're in 2036. I love it. Javon Hargrave, I thought was impressive. Really, to me,
media agrees. Breaking news with that.
Yeah, I know.
Puff Steve
Wilkes. Yeah.
It was worse than Steve Wilkes. Actually, Robert Saleh. Saleh was worse than Wilkes when it came to making adjustments. He was stubborn as fuck when it comes to changing anything to get things going.
Unless it was the Yams. Fairies. Tommy.
What's up, Tommy, you fairy?
What's up, you fairy? Yeah, so it was yeah, it was the secondary, or I shouldn't say the secondary. Like I said, Georgia Odom, who I want health back. I need some Talanoa Hufanga. If Malik Mustafa ain't ready, I need some Talanoa Hufanga in my life, brother. Because the George Odomness didn't look good. I like my Demo pick for leading the team in interceptions a little bit more, because let's be real, if Demo was able, first of all, that Garrett Wilson catch, that's a great receiver being a great receiver.
That was just, it's just like, okay, what are you supposed to do?
Honestly, I'm a little bit grateful that Demo didn't break his arm. Like the way his arm was locked up into his arm and everything like that. Like if he would have came down the wrong way on his arm, he could have snapped his forearm. So that's literally how much coverage that man had, that his arm almost got. They're thinking a possibility of this week, Miss Teresa. We'll know. I haven't got to listen to Kyle's presser. I'm assuming he had the day after the game presser. We'll start to get in the flow of more pressers and probably find out some more information. I would assume if media and Jason don't have anything for y'all on Thursday, then Jason and I will have some things cracking for Friday. We'll at least know if he's out or not.
Come Thursday.
What's cracking? Good to see you, brother.
What's up, Travis? Thank you. That's my boy Travis. I've known Travis for like 20 some odd years. He's as an old school brother to me right there.
Okay, for sure. What's up, Travis? Thanks for tuning in, bro. So, y'all gonna have to forgive my voice, bro. Like your boy was going a little psycho yesterday. D line.
Did you not get enough practice in preseason?
I didn't get enough practice in the preseason, bro. I was slacking. Not enough reps in the preseason.
Slacking on your Mac.
Slacking on my Mac and not enough reps in the preseason. It's week 1 for everybody. That's one thing. I ain't gonna lie. What I heard when he was officially out on Friday, when he was officially ruled out, or Saturday, whatever the hell day he was ruled out, that's one that really concerned me. Because I bet the Niners' biggest moves this offseason, as far as bringing fit, were Yurtos Gross-Matos, Jordan Elliott, who had a couple of nice pass rushing snaps yesterday. And I was kind of impressed. Like, all right, big boy. And Malik Collins were brought in basically to stop the run. And Nick Bosa, Leonard Floyd, A++. I'm a little nervous when Robert Beal gets on the field, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Making a tough defense look like nothing.
And D Winters, because look, he got the pick. Let's be real. DFF got that pick. He was right place, right time. That's how he got.
Yeah, it just bounced right to him.
Yeah. It was a struggle for DFF yesterday. You know, it was. So I'm curious to see if the only reason he was out there was the fact that D Winters was out with his ankle, or if legitly Devondre Campbell, who look,
where was Curtis Robinson? Why is he not playing?
You know what? I'm curious about that too, actually. Now that I didn't notice that, because Devondre Campbell played fine yesterday. Of course, he's a little bit of a liability. We knew this. I mean, what did you expect, Trey Greenlaw?
Yeah.
But the thing that wears me down is this is him healthy, bro. He said, "I need you to put this good DFF on that pick. Forgetting that's what you see. Well, God, y'all so
media loves him some DFF, man. He is all about the DFF.
Oh man.
Well, McKivitz was beat horribly a few times. I would say he was probably a 7, but there was a few times where I was like, McKivitz, dude, get off the field.
Yeah. Let's be real. How much did Dominic Pooney help his ass yesterday? Let's be real. Let's be
Look,
real.
as,
That
as
McKinnon's
much as
played all
we
right.
all like, yeah, as much as we like Jordan Mason, and that was an amazing showing by him. How about some motherfucking Dominic Pooney?
Yes.
Just instantly,
yes.
we ran to the right side numerous times. And
Numerous.
what the hell are we gonna do? We have a balanced.
Jason, did
running
you know
attack
you
with
could
numerous
run to the
sides.
right side?
I
Did you
had
know you don't
no
have
idea.
to follow Trent Williams every single run play? I didn't know that was possible.
What is the rest of the league gonna do when they find out we can run to both sides of the field effectively?
The NFL might cease to exist. I mean,
mind is blown on that shit.
oh
Damn,
my
he looked
God.
good. He gave up the one pressure that he gave up, and I saw him the way he was moving to the second level and everything like that. I was like, God damn, this kid is good.
You know, I'm curious. I did watch. I want to say it was the first third down. Not an overthrow to Debo. Honestly, I thought like it would have been a tough catch. It would have been a great catch. We would have been screaming Debo. Honestly, that first third down, I thought Debo. It would have been a tough catch, but I thought Debo could have had.
Was that the one that was really short armed where he should have threw it ahead of him?
No. That's the one where it's he kind of overthrew him. I want to say he was coming up the left sideline. The first third down of the game. It was right after the Kittle catch. Right, the one right after.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
I thought Debo could have had that. What's up, Miss Veronica? How you doing? A little bit of a concern is that if you want to, just to get back in the offense for a second, if you want to say a negative thing about the offense, we still can't beat man-to-man coverage, bro.
Yeah.
But I guess at this point, Debo going into year 7, 6, 7,
Yeah,
we should realize, man can't be.
He's really not going to. That's not his forte. He needs to get out, get open the zone, and then just run everybody over.
Yes.
Yeah,
David said it. I'm curious if he comes back to if he comes back to practice this week and is able to rock and roll and does not play. Yeah, that's some bad coaching, bro. Because I'm willing to get the performance. Yes, ma'am. It was great to see you.
Yep.
If I'm willing to take that type of play because A, I know there's going to be more splash with D winners, and B, I'm willing to take some of the lumps that we're going to get by playing a young player because it'll pay dividends further down the line when secretly I don't think Drake Greenlaw is going to be on this team unless he takes a pay cut, he takes a pay cut. So as we're transitioning to
you got to take them growing pains at some point.
Right. And yeah, I mean, Kyle, that's why I was almost scared for a little bit. I was scared Pooney wasn't going to start just because I'm like, is Kyle really going to start a rookie right guard? And
yes.
Yeah, I didn't. They were clearly look. I think this was a perfect storm in the sense that we were playing Robert Saleh. Let's be real. Like, I mean, we all know who Robert Saleh is. Robert Saleh was here in 21. Or no, he wasn't. My bad. But Robert Saleh knows this offense. Let's be real. That's why this performance is kind of. I don't put this on him. I think this is straight players wise. I think what I thought was going to happen happened. They're a good defense. They kept us in check, but after a while, JP Mason, Juice, Kittle, Debo, BA, Brock Purdy, our superstar players are better than your players. So you might hang with us, but over the course of 60 minutes, we're going to be the better team. I don't put that on Robert Saleh because what are you going to do? That's what Debo does. You know what I'm saying? He runs people over into the end zone. What are you going to do?
Let me ask you and the people in chat this. When you say that that Debo didn't look good to you, does Debo, the wide receiver, not look good to you? Or does Debo, the wide back, no longer look good anymore because everybody's seen it and they know how to defend it? to me, him coming out of the backfield and all that, that's lost its novelty. It's not the same as it was a few years ago. And that's nothing against Debo. I think it's just the rest of the league has caught on to it. Him still as a wide receiver, I think is still fine. But the wide back Debo days, I think for the most part are done.
Yeah, I agree with you. I could totally see Dre Greenlaw being a Texan. I bet you D'Amico would have wet dreams if he could get
putting him back there with Aziz again. Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, they would be all about that life.
Tommy saying all of the above.
Yeah, I mean we all know what's coming. Yeah. We all know what's coming. So
the wide back stuff don't work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think that was a little bit, and that was one of my concerns when I found out CMC was out of the game. One of my concerns was that we were going to basically Debo was just going to be our starting running back. I was so afraid. I was like, Cal is not going to fucking JP's going to have like 10 carries this game.
2 carries.
Yeah.
Like you know what Cal's going to do. He took that playbook and said, nope, back to the Debo playbook.
Yep. One playbook. Yeah, I was a little bit curious. I know he was out there a couple plays, but I would have liked to see him a little bit more in garbage time. I would have, and everything, especially if CMC, if it's going to be what we think it's going to be. CMC wasn't ready this week, and they're not bringing him back against, put him on turf in Minnesota. Secretly, I'd like to get him back against the Yams just because. Look, I think
like
we're going to sweep them, but I think that I don't want to go into that game not being full power. If you get what I'm saying, full power, full power. We're going to mop the floor with them. Without CMC, I'm a little concerned, but we'll get there when we get there. Overall, I give the defense A-. A minus.
Definitely. I give him an A-. There's room for improvements, but for the most part, quite satisfied.
Yeah, except for garbage time. They're rookies. Yeah. I mean, Jacob Cowing, I thought, thank God didn't drop the ball.
Looked fine up there.
Earth shattering, but let's be real, the way the offense is, I would need Jacob Cowing to be a dynamic kick returner. I just need him to give this offense the ball back. That's all I need.
If he averaged 4 yards a return, I'd be more than happy. Hell, even 3 yards. I think I'd be like, all right, cool.
And that's the one thing I want to take back from the offense as we're getting close to wrapping up here and everything like that is we got the dub. Never apologize. Look, I've seen too many losses with this football team in my life to never not celebrate any victory. And coming on here, y'all singing my Victory Monday or Victory Tuesday song and all that. But yeah, as the schedule gets tougher, and everything, when Jake Moody, which by the way, give the man his props, 2 field goals over 50 yards, Jason.
How many people were hating on that kid this time last year? Even late in the year, people were hating on him. We got Sully in the house. How's it, Maus?
What's up, brother? How you doing, baby? That's because
I don't want creativity.
We're never gonna have creativity because look, if Kyle was able to vote out special teams plays, he'd vote for that shit twice if he could.
Right.
To eliminate special team, just give me the ball at the 25 every time and let me get to work with my offense. Kyle does not.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Kyle does not care about special teams. Everything that's been an issue with this football team has been fixed. Run defense has been fixed. We address problems in the offseason. The one thing that has never been great under Kyle Shanahan is the special teams. Why do you think that is? Because they don't invest enough in it. And they're not going to.
As far as it comes to, I forget who said it or what show it was from, but as far as creativity and special teams, and I'm not for it, but I believe that the saying is keep it simple, stupid. Let's just not overthink it. Just keep,
But I will say, I will say, Cowan gets past that initial line. It's gonna be fun to watch, bro. It's gonna be fun to watch. And got to see Debo. I'm not gonna lie, that Debo and Juice it didn't look the great. You know, it was a touchback and everything like that. And let's be real, how long is it gonna take before teams just start doing that? Before teams say fuck it, you know, I'm gonna kick it out of the end zone and I'll give up the 5 extra yards. You know, and not play games. Yeah, like it's just it is what it is. Before we get out of here, I want to take back-to-back quick commercial breaks. We're gonna get to our MVPs of the week and then get mine and Jason's final thoughts.
This segment is brought to you by SeatGiant.com. Use the promo code NinerFaithfulRadio at SeatGiant.com to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out this show.
And hold on, last one. If I can get to, there we go.
This segment is brought to you by Shop49ers.com, the official online store of the 49ers. Use our affiliate link in the description to get the latest official Niner gear, save 10%, as well as help out this show.
Yeah, make sure you go ahead and go to SeatGiant.com, which, by the way, to answer your question from earlier about the tickets, me and my girl are thinking 2, if no other option, 300. But I want to go to SeatGiant.com, use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to see what's cracking with that.
Will that work up here?
Yeah, it's worldwide.
Okay, I didn't know if that was just like a down there kind of thing. Okay,
no. So we'll go take a look at that and do a little shopping. Also, I didn't get that hat we were looking at before Friday's show. They didn't have it at the team store. But I did get a new hat that I will be debuting on the pregame show on Sunday. Or my bad, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to wear it the Patriots game. So I'll be debuting it for week, what is that, week 5? Week 4? Week 4. I will be debuting the hat that I got yesterday. Before we get on and don't want to bury the lead, I mean, is there anybody else for offensive MVP of the week? Jordan Mason.
Pooty.
I mean, I think Pooty. I knew Jason was going to say fucking Pooty. Look, I will say this. Speaking of, I might just have to change my Debo to a Cowie jersey. Hey, just put some tape over the back of that bitch, bruh. Save yourself $100. Yeah, no, I mean, there's nobody else that sure, Dominic Pooty, fine. I mean, I will say this. I'm a lot more confident in Dominic Pooty being rookie of the year because if he could have the type of, if the Niners, what did I say this season preview show, Jason? If the Niners win the Super Bowl, the most likely outcome is that Dominic Pooty had, I won't say the biggest impact on the team or out of the rookies, but turned our greatest weakness last year, especially in the Super Bowl, to a strength. So
sure.
That's definitely. We got the Bam Bam MVP of the week. I mean, was Fred? Tell me you're motivated without being motivated. I mean, Fred Warner, 7 solo tackles, 5 solo tackles, 1 forced fumble. I ain't gonna lie, the reason I went, especially beginning of the game, the reason I went so, my voice is so shit, because I mean, when Fred Warner punched out that ball, bruh, I had never screamed, I see you, Bam Bam, harder in my life, bruh. I mean, I was going nuts because we all knew it. You know, I was you and I were both hard on Fred last year, and that killed me. That ripped my soul out, bruh, because there's nobody except maybe Kittle-Corn. Well, except Kittle-Corn, there's nobody I love on the Niners more than Bam Bam. I mean, I got to do my pregame ritual where I look at Bam Bam and I watch him hype everybody up, and it gets me up. Yeah, I need that. I need that to give me that extra oomph, you know, before game day and everything like that. And I got it yesterday. Fred Warner, look, Nick Bosa is our best player on defense, but Fred Warner showed you why he's the captain of the defense, why he's the quarterback. Why we say it's clear number 97 going to be a lifelong Niner, or most likely a lifelong number. Yesterday he showed why 54 is right next to him. What did we say?
Cornerstones for life.
Yeah. What did we say on yesterday's or last week's preview, season preview, Jason? If you're not number 97 and you're not number 54, you are not safe on this football team. And I think yesterday you saw why number 54 ain't going anywhere for life. So, Jason, before we get up out of here, those names for the MVP. Okay, so
been that way for years.
I actually don't remember how I came up with Bam Bam for Fred Warner, but Kettle Corn always comes from when George Kittle signed my box of Kettle Corn his rookie year. I've always called him Kettle Corn since then. I wonder if he remembers. Probably not. I don't know though. That's a unique thing. Like if I signed a box of Kettle Corn, I think I would remember that. Like
you might have to think like, wait a minute, did I? But I mean that is kind of unique.
So, man signed many autographs, but I guarantee he's never signed a box of Kettle Corn. Maybe if I brought it to him, he might remember too. I don't know, but
show it to him kind of thing. Moody for MVP, yeah, I could.
Look, I'm proud of Jake Moody. Like I love it and everything like that. But when you're breaking a franchise record for field goals from 2018, let's all remember the offense in 2018, y'all. Okay, that's awesome. There's going to be games like that. I would have rather him made all 6 than, go 3 for 6 or something like that. But if kickers are people, now you're starting to sound like BC.
I was like, that's a BC statement right there if I ever heard one.
BC statement if I've ever seen a BC statement. If there's one takeaway that I have to get on the offense about a little bit is I need those red zone field goals turned into touchdowns.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah, not bad for week one.
The A+. That's why they didn't get the A+.
There you go. That's why they didn't get the A+. All right, brother. Final thoughts?
Great way to start the season.
Yes.
Love seeing some of these new guys up there. Everybody's happy about Pooney, JP Mason. All these kind of things, all this stuff, there was a little bit of a slow start that had a few of us, even I tweeted out like, man, this slow start sucks ass. But we seem to get everything together. And then, 8 straight scoring on 8 straight drives, you're going to win most of your games, whether you kick field goals or not. You're going to win most of your games by scoring on 8 straight drives.
Hold on. Right here in the notes. Started 1-0 for the 9th time in the last 13 seasons. Improved to 53-31. Jason, I know your brother's a Steelers fan. Do they play on Monday night this year?
I don't know.
Let me look that up real quick.
This is Steelers schedule.
Let me see. I got it right here. Yeah, it looks like they do.
I'd be surprised if they're not. I mean, they are a marquee team. You know what I mean?
Damn it. Okay, yeah, right here. Sunday. Yeah, week 8 against the Giants.
Sunday. Sorry.
Sunday. My dad actually had a Dodge Hemi, so I remember we always used to say that. Yeah, they do play one Monday night. So basically the reason I bring this off is that if they lose that Monday night game and we beat the Lions on Monday Night Football, we will officially have the most wins
that's right.
on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, we're tied right now, right?
We're tied right now with them at 53. So, no, I want to say it was something like, I'm looking through the stats and I'm not finding it, but I want to say it was something like takeaways. Here we go. I think it'll say it here. Next man up. Yeah, okay, my bad. It doesn't say it, but I believe it's either sets or ties a franchise record scoring 8 straight drives. So I think that look, for the type of offseason that we had, it being for the type of offseason we had, and for the way this game could have gone and everything like that, I think it's about as impressive of a win that you can get week one. And not a lot of missed tackles. That's what I was most impressed of too. I felt that we tackled well.
Yeah, there was a couple times to where they tackled him, they didn't take him down, but they were still like holding on, and they got a few more yards. But it wasn't the old, like last year a lot of times when they were just bouncing off people kind of a thing.
Yeah, straight missed tackles and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. All right, brother, we'll go ahead and we'll you'll do the Madden stream tomorrow and everything. Oh, everybody make sure you check out the reaction show. Jason did put that up.
That was early this morning.
Yeah, he said he did it early this morning. Jason's out here, man. This
it's a beater. It's a beater.
Yeah. A little bit of behind the scenes and everything. This Monday night shit kind of killed your boys for us and here at NFR. It was a little rough having the Monday night this week.
Yeah, because
so
it's
we'll
like
be good
I gotta get up early as I typically get up at 4 anyways. I was like, man, I gotta get this before I go to work, and I gotta leave for work at 7 o'clock. So I'm over here trying to knock it out real quick.
It was rough. Appreciate you, brother. So y'all go ahead and check that out. We'll also have this show. We'll have the Madden stream tomorrow. Jason and media will do their show Thursday. Jason and I will be back Friday, and Jamie will give you the press recap. Before we get out of here, also one more thing, Jason. Words. First of all, I want to ask this question: how did they show the halftime Frank Gore's Hall of Fame induction on TV?
I was watching on a stream, and I was doing a stream, so no. But I did watch Frank Gore's speech.
How fucked up do you think he was? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Frank had a few. Frank had a few. Frank was feeling himself Monday night.
Ooh, baby. Well
deserved few, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your boy got a little emotional. I mean, it was
a great speech. Really, great speech.
Honestly, you know what I loved about it? Because my girl asked me, she goes, babe, why do Niner fans love Frank Gore? And I'm like, not only was he our best running back in team history, right? Like we could all say that, right? Franchise leader in every major rushing category. I was like, Fakey Gangster is real. And he is the most, if you look up loyalty into the in the dictionary, it is a picture of Frank Gore. That's why it was funny, it was emotional. I mean, honestly, during his, when the pauses for everybody to clap might have been almost as loud as any other point of yesterday. I mean, there were a lot of 21 jerseys, and pretty much almost everybody was in their seats. I mean, a lot of the 400s were gone, but the rich people, Frank got the ovation he deserved, and that speech is just everything about Frank Gore. It's him being real, him speaking from his heart, and him showing the loyalty to us, the faithful, and to the organization. The reason why, honestly, I put it in the comment on the YouTube video of his highlight speech and everything like that. I think it's going to happen. They might not make an official announcement or anything like that, but with the relationship he has with the Yorks and everything, we need to make it official. They need to make an announcement. Number 21 needs to be retired forever. There is nobody that ever needs to wear number 21 for this organization.
It should be.
It should be. It's definitely in the Ring of Honor now. And I can actually wait. I'm trying to find some free time. I actually want to go down and see the statue. I haven't had a chance to see. I don't think I've had a chance to see P. Willies yet, and I don't think I've had a chance to see Frank Gore. And it's going to be a nostalgic moment for me because those are my Niners. Like I grew up with Jerry. I grew up with, but they were all drafted before I was born. I mean, Jerry was drafted before I was born.
Yeah.
Frank Gore, Patrick Willis, Vernon Davis. It was great to see VD yesterday. Those are my Niners. Those are the Niners. Like, I remember when y'all were drafted. I remember coming to camp, Patrick Willis's rookie year,
Yep.
and everything. Those are my Niners. All right, Jason. We'll see you Friday.
5 for Tide, 10 lover. One love, chat.
Yee. All right, y'all. We appreciate everybody. Hold on. I'm just gonna play these recordings.
Bang, bang, not a game. Bang, bang, not a game. Hey, Faithful, I love y'all. Let's get this done tonight.
Oh, I love you, some Frankie Gayson, bro. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We shall make sure to check out the Madden stream tomorrow. Jason and Media on Thursday, and I will be back with Jason on Friday to review what is sure to be a crazy week in the Niner Empire. Thanks, everybody in the chat. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And hold on. Before we wrap it up, we're going to do this after every win from now on.
Let's get this done tonight.
Oh, wait. Wrong one. Where is it?
If you see this face, that means it's Dub City.
Dub City, baby. All right, we'll see y'all Friday. Till then, faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
Let's get into Niner Faithful Radio. The show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful, brought to you by Power Brand
Okay, I want to correct this. After the first possession of the game, the 49ers scored a touchdown or field goal on 8 consecutive possessions, making it the longest scoring streak for the team since at least 1978, according to the Elias Sports Bureau. So basically, it was a franchise record. We shall see y'all. See ya!